Very cold weather has effects on our physical environment that we don't see otherwise. One of the most interesting things to observe is the effects on water in freezing temperatures, and we're going to do an experiment to observe that. It's very cold outside this morning, just about 8 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to do an experiment where we toss a cup of water in the air and see how it behaves in this very cold air. In fact, we're going to do 2 cups of water, one boiling water and one cold water. I know it's cold this morning because my feet make squeaky sounds as they walk on the fresh snow. And early this morning the deer have been around. Because we want to control the variables in our experiment as much as possible, we've used a measuring cup to measure the amount of water that goes into each cup, so it's exactly the same. In this case, we're going to use 2/3 of a cup. In order to make sure that the water is as cold as possible, in 1 cup, we are putting the cup in a bowl of ice. We don't put ice directly in the water because we want to see how the water freezes, and we don't want it already have ice crystals in it. The 2nd cup of water is going in the microwave, and we will microwave the water at a high temperature for about 2.5 minutes, which should be sufficient to bring it to a boil. In conducting any experiment, we must make sure that we are safe. In this experiment, our major concerns are that boiling water can cause burns. Even the container can be too hot to handle without protection. Handle it safely using insulated gloves or hot pads. When you go outside, the temperature can cause frostbite if it's very cold. Wear good protective clothing. And when launching the water into the air, you must be careful that the water doesn't land on you or anyone else. In conducting this experiment, make sure there's little or no wind, and if there's any wind at all, throw the water downwind of you from where you are standing. Again, make sure no one else is standing in that direction. Now we are ready to start our experiment. We have a cup of cold water and we have a cup of steaming hot water. And Mrs. Reagan Harris will toss first the cup of cold water. Toss the cold water. See, the water is falling as a liquid. Reagan Harris is going to toss the boiling water. Oh yeah, it turned to powder. That was cool. Let's see that again. Oh yeah, it turned to powder.